Yes. Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to maths class. Students, today I am going to discuss fourth question from the exercise 12.2. So let's start with A part. Question is, determine if the following ratios form a proportion. Also write the middle terms and extreme terms where the ratios form a proportion. This is the question. A part is 25 centimeter ratio 1 meter and rupees 40 ratio rupees 160. This is the question. Fine. Now students, write down in the chat box, according to you, how can we solve this sum? What is the first step to solve this sum? Yes, tell me, Arjun. What is the first step to solve this sum? Very good. Yes. First of all, we will convert this meter to centimeter, because this is the symbol of ratio, and ratio is the comparison of two numbers of same unit. Same unit is compulsory, no? So in place of 1 meter, you will write 100 centimeter. So write 25 centimeter ratio 100 centimeter and rupees 40 ratio rupees 160. And very much compulsory to write the relation also. Write here as 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. If you will not write this thing, then half marks will be cut. So very much compulsory to write this relation. Now, I have explained the formula that we will use to solve the sum, which is based on proportion. Which is based on proportion. Hanji Pavan, what is the formula that we will use to check that given four terms are in proportion or not? Rest of the students, write down in the chat box. Rest of the students, write down in the chat box. Yes. Yes, Bhavesh. Bhavesh, tell me. Unmute yourself. Yes.
Ma'am, yes. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what is the formula that you will use to check that given terms are in proportion or not?
First of all, we write 25 divided by 100, 25 centimeter divided by 100 centimeter.
Yes.
Then we cut 25. Then we cut centimeters.
Very good. Very good. Well done. Very
Ma'am,
good.
ma'am,
Yes.
cancellation in.
Yes. Bhavya, your reply is also correct. To solve the sum based on proportion, we have two methods. Okay. So first method is apply the formula product of extreme terms is equal to the product of middle terms. This is the first method. So write down product of extreme terms. What is the meaning of extreme? What is the meaning of extreme terms? Outer terms, जो किनारों पे हैं. Extreme का मतलब होता है जो बिल्कुल किनारों पे outer में है. Okay? Now 25 is extreme as well as 160 is extreme. So 25 multiplied by 160, no need to write units. Whenever you will find the product of extreme terms or middle terms, no need to write the units. Okay, no need to write here centimeter, 25 centimeter and rupees 160. You will write numbers only. Now multiplying and multiplication, you will get 4,000. Yes. So 4,000. Fine. Now similarly come to the product of middle terms. Middle terms. And you can write mean also. Your wish, either write middle term or mean term. Now middle means जो बीच में है. Which two numbers, which two terms are 100 and 40. So no need to write 100 centimeter, only write 100. Okay. So this is 100 multiplied by 40. Again you will get 4,000. Fine. Now here you will conclude product of extreme terms is equal to the product of middle terms. So in the result, yes, Jashan, in the result, what will you write? Tell me. In the result, tell me the result. Product of middle terms 4,000. Product of extreme terms 4,000. So here you will write product of extreme terms is equal to product of middle terms. You know क्या लिखना है? In the result, we will write the given numbers are in proportion. The question is, determine if the following ratios form a proportion. So here you will write yes, yes, the given ratios are in, yes, are in proportion. Very much compulsory to write this result. Fine. Now write down. And if the product of extreme terms is not equal to the product of middle terms, then you will write no, the given ratios are not in proportion. Or you can write true or false also. Okay. Yes means true, false means no. After this, let's start with D part. Now come to the D part. Yes. Now come to the D part. D part is, Nitya, tomorrow come to school and check. Okay? You are writing here again and again how many students are in the school. Tomorrow come to school and check. Now D part is 200 milliliter ratio 2.5 liter and rupees 4 ratio rupees 50. This is the question. Yes. Yes, 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 you can, your wish. Now students, what is the first step to solve this sum? Write down in the chat box. Very good, Prerna. Conversion. Yes. Now this is liter. We will change this liter to milliliter and write down the relation first. As we know, in 1 liter we have 1000 milliliter. Very much compulsory to write this relation. In 1 liter we have 1000 milliliter. Now first of all do the conversion. 2.5. Yes. Now 2.5 multiplied by 1000 and this will change to milliliter. Now to solve this sum, to solve this part, I am going to remove this decimal. ये compulsion नहीं है. You can solve this by removing this decimal or by direct multiplication, your wish. Okay. Now this is 25 over 10 and you will get 2500 milliliter. And very much compulsory, Prerna, not 25,000. No, this is decimal. So when you will remove this decimal, you will get 10 in the denominator. 0, 0 cut and you will get 2500, not 25,000. Fine. Now this is the first term, 200. There will be no compulsion to write these units now, क्योंकि हमने units को same कर दिया. So once you make them same, then you can eliminate also your wish. This is 200. This is 2500. Next is 4 and next is 50. Now, next we will write product of extreme terms. Product of extreme terms. So 200 multiplied by 50, 10,000. Okay. Similarly, find out the product of middle terms. So 2500. Again, you will get 10,000. Yes. First of all, you will conclude. Yes, Bhavya?
एक्सक्यूज मैम, जब हम ये वाला स्टेप करते हैं दोनों का, जब हम प्रोडक्ट निकाल लेते हैं तो मैम हम दोनों को कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, जैसे 10,000 इज इक्वल टू 10,000.
नहीं, वेरी मच कंपल्सरी टू राइट द वर्डिंग.
ओके मैम.
No, very much compulsory to write the full formula. Product of extreme terms is equal to product of middle terms. Yes. Now you will conclude here. Very much compulsory to conclude. Product of middle terms. Product of middle terms is equal to the product of extreme terms. जिसको मर्जी पहले लिख लो. Either write extreme first or middle first. उसमें आपका रिजल्ट चेंज नहीं होगा. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे एक्सट्रीम टर्म फाइंड की फर्स्ट, you can find middle term also, your wish. Fine. So in the end, in the result, you will write yes, the given ratios will form proportion or the given terms are in proportion. Fine. So write down. Now come to the page number 246. Try these. Yes. Yes, yes. Now come to the page number 246. Try these. Page number 246. Try these. Question is, Saurabh takes 15 minutes to reach school from his house and Sachin takes 1 hour to reach school from his house. Find the ratio of the time taken by Saurabh to the time taken by Sachin. Now to solve this sum, first of all, you will write time taken by Saurabh. So write down time taken by Saurabh. Time taken by Saurabh is given to you 15 minutes. Okay. So 15 minutes. After that, time taken by Sachin. Time taken by Sachin. 1 hour. This is given to you. As the question is based on the concept of ratio, and the ratio is the comparison of two numbers of same nature. Same nature means two numbers of same units. Now, Anmol, tell me, what is the next step in this question? Ratio is the comparison of two numbers with same units. This is the definition of ratio. Yes, we will. Minutes into seconds. Okay, we will convert minutes into hours. Okay, which is easy? To convert minute to hour or to convert hour to minute? Hour to minute. Easy. Easy is to convert hour to minute. क्योंकि हमें divide नहीं करना पड़ेगा. Okay? So in place of 1 hour, look here Anmol. So in place of 1 hour, we will write 60 minutes. Okay, students? So yes, in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. So we will write here 60 minutes. So in place of 1 hour, you will write here 60 minutes. Fine? Yes. Now, same units, 15 minutes, 60 minutes, same unit. Now, the question is to find the ratio of, so first of all, write here, ratio of time taken by Saurabh to the time taken by Sachin. And this wording is given in your book. Check. Find the ratio of time taken by Saurabh to the time taken by Sachin. So time taken by Saurabh is 15 minutes. Ratio 60 minutes. If the question is based on ratio, then very much compulsory to write this step. Otherwise, your half marks will be cut. As the question is based on ratio, तो आपको starting में ratio को show तो करना पड़ेगा ना? Yes. After that, after this step, you will show the division. Now, this is 15 minutes upon 60 minutes. 1/4, 1 ratio 4. If the sum is based on ratio, then write ratio in the starting and write ratio in the end. Very much compulsory to write ratio symbol in the starting and ratio symbol in the and you have to convert this hour to minutes. In 1 hour we have 60 minutes. Fine. Students, write down. Then we will start second question. Okay. Yes, Arjeet.
Ma'am, I want to give the answer of this question.
Now start reading second question.
Cost of a toffee is 50 paise, 50 paise, and cost of chocolate is rupees is
Yes.
can find the ratio of the cost of a toffee to the cost of chocolate.
Yes. According to you, how can we solve this sum?
And first of all, we will write cost of toffee equals to 50 paise and write cost of chocolate equals to rupees 10.
Yes. Okay. Then what is the next step? Pawan, what is the next step? Cost of a toffee is 50 paise and cost of a chocolate is rupees 10. Then what is the next step? We will divide 50 by 10. No. Now students, write down in the chat box. How can we solve this sum? I'm waiting for your responses. Write down in the chat box. How can we solve this sum? Second question. First of all, you will write here cost of a toffee. Okay. So you will write here cost of a toffee. What is the cost of a toffee? 50 paisa. So 50 paisa. And next thing is given to you cost of a chocolate. What is given to you? Rupees 10. Cost of chocolate is given to you rupees 10. Now again in this question we have different units. We have, this is paisa and this is rupees, different units. So first of all we will change this rupees to paisa. Yes. So in 1 rupee right here we have 100 paisa. Yes. So in 1 rupee we have 100 paisa. So 10 multiplied by 100 will give you 1000 paisa. So first of all, you will show this conversion. Very much compulsory to show this conversion in fare. Fine. Now come to the question. The question is find the ratio of cost of toffee. Ratio of cost of a toffee to the cost of a chocolate. Fine. And one thing is very important in this question. If in the book toffee is given first, then you will write toffee first. You will not interchange the position according to your wish. As this sum is, I am repeating one more time students, in ratio आपको जो पहले गिवन है आपने वो ही लिखना है. Like multiplication is 2 multiplied by 3 same as 3 multiplied by 2. You can interchange position in numbers, but in ratio you will not interchange position. Write as it is as given in the book. अगर yes, अगर आपको बुक में पहले टॉफी गिवन है तो आपने टॉफी ही लिखना है ऊपर. Now you will write here 50 paisa ratio not divided by. Very much compulsory to put the ratio symbol. Okay. So this is 1. Yes, 1000 paisa. This is 50 paisa, ratio 1000 paisa. Fine. Now this is 50 paisa upon, this is 50 paisa, I'm writing here, 50 paisa upon 1000 paisa. So 1 by 20, 1 ratio 20. This is now, this is rupees 10. Look here. Yes. Look here. This is rupees 10. To change this rupees to paisa, you will multiply this by 100. You will multiply this 10 with 100. 10 multiplied by 100 will give you 1000. So 1000 paisa. Okay. So like this, you will solve the sum. After that, come to the question number 3rd. Come to the 3rd question. Third question. Question is, yes, Rishita, you have any doubt?
यस मैम।
Tell me.
मैम मैंने पूछना है कि जैसे आपने कहा था कि जब हम यूनिट सेम कर देते तो हमें यूनिट डालने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं होती, तो जैसे 50 पैसा ओवर 1000 पैसा लिखा है तो हम उसको सीधा 50 ओवर 1000 भी लिख सकते हैं?
Yes. But this sum
Okay,
is
ma'am.
not based on proportion, na? In proportion. In proportion, मैंने बोला था बेटा, there will be no need to write units. This question is
मैम
not based
रेशियो
on,
में लिखना है?
yes, you have to write in ratio and you show the cancellation.
ओके मैम,
Fine?
थैंक यू
Very
मैम।
much, yes. In proportion, we can ignore units because proportion is based on the concept of ratio. तो रेशियो में ऑलरेडी हमारी कैंसलेशन हो गई यूनिट्स की, बट इन रेशियो यू हैव टू राइट द यूनिट्स. एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट, in ratio you will observe no unit in the end. In the previous question, 50 paisa over 1000 paisa. Paisa in the upper part, paisa in the lower part. It means paisa, paisa cut. Okay. So in the result, so if the question is based on ratio, then in the result, in the end, you will observe no unit. Why? क्योंकि यूनिट तो हमारी डिवीजन में कट हो गई. So if the question is what is the unit of ratio, write down in your notebook. Students, write down in the notebook. If in the exam you will observe any question from the fill in the blanks, true, false or MCQ, what is the unit of ratio? Then you will write ratio is unit less or there will be no unit of ratio. Fine. So ratio is unit less, or you can write there will be no unit of ratio. Fine. This is very important to note. Ratio is unit less because the ratio sum we solved by division, और division में same से क्या हो जाएगा? Cut. So ratio is unit less. Fine. There will be no unit of ratio. There will be no unit of ratio. Now come to the third question from this page 246. Come to the third question. Third question is, Bhavya, you have any doubt? Yes, Bhavya, you have any doubt? You raised hand.
मैम नो मैम पहले का ही
Okay, fine. Now, come to the third question. In a school, there were 73 holidays. So, you will write here number of holidays. Number of holidays is equal to 73. You can write number of holidays also. Fine. Then, what is the ratio of number of holidays to the number of days in 1 year? Now, Anmol, how many days are in 1 year? How many days are in 1 year? 365. Yes. Now, students, अब कुछ बच्चे मुझे यहाँ बोलेंगे मैम 366 क्यों नहीं लिखा? Yes, you will use 366 if leap word is given in the question. Fine. In the question is based on simple number of days in full year. No leap word is given to you. So if no leap word is given to you, then you will use 365 days. Fine. So you will write here total number of days. Total number of days. 365. This is the question. Now write down ratio of number of holidays to the yes. So here you will write 1 year is equal to 365 days. Yes. So ratio of number of holidays to the total number of days. This is the question. Now, ratio of number of holidays, 73 holidays, ratio 365, which is equal to 73 upon 365, 1 by 5, 1 ratio 5. 73 ones are 73, 73 fives are 365. Okay, look here. Whenever you will multiply 73 with 5, you will get 365. If the cancellation is possible, then you have to show cancellation. Yes. No need to mention days. Because day is not a particular unit, na? You can, your wish. No, अगर upper में नहीं लगाना तो lower में भी मत लगाओ. Because day is not a particular unit, na? Like meter, kilometer, meter are particular units. If you want to write 73 days, then you can. मैंने इधर ही days लिख दिया, ये देखो. Number of holidays to the number of days. क्योंकि डे कोई यूनिट नहीं है ना, मैंने इधर ही लिख दिया डे, तो उधर फिर लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि डे कोई यूनिट नहीं है मीटर सेंटीमीटर की तरह ना. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स राइट डाउन. यस नित्या.
मैम मेरा पहले का ही है रेट.
क्या बोल रहे हो आप?
मैम मैंने वो क्वेश्चन बताना था.
ओके फाइन. Now come to the page number 254. Come to the page number 254. Try these. Try these. This is the next question. Is check whether the given ratios are equal. That is, they are in proportion. In exam, if you will observe this statement, check whether the given ratios are equal, it means the sum is based on proportion. बेटा आपको जरूरी नहीं है पेपर में proportion word ही mention होगा. If in the exam this wording is given, check whether the ratios are equal or not, it means the sum is based on proportion. Fine. Now, first part is 1:5 and 3:15. Now, students, look, how can we solve this sum? Write down in the chat box. This sum is based on the concept of ratio. Now tell me, how can we solve this sum? Tell me, Kanish, how can we solve this sum? Yes. Very good. So we will write here product of extreme terms. Yes, extreme terms. 1 is extreme and 15 is extreme. So 1 multiplied by 15 will give you 15. Then you will write product of middle. Yes, product of middle. 5 multiplied by 3, 15. Yes. Then you will write product of extreme terms is equal to the product of middle terms. So write here product of extreme is equal to the product of middle. So given numbers are in proportion. Fine. Yes, you can. This is result. This is result. ये result ही है. Now students, rest we will discuss tomorrow. Fine. Note down. So bye bye. Thank you and have a nice day. Fine.